Greetings and skeletations, my new ghoul friends. I'm Niomi Dylan Sass, resident podcaster here at UIC Radio, and I'm taking you along with me to visit something grave today. This is where hauntings feel like hellos. Welcome to season 2 of a podcast for everything in the horror genre, from movies to mythologies and mysteries. This is She's in the Crypt. Along with us on this week's frightful journey, a devilish, divalicious diva returning to the crypt for a movie that blends horror and drama, Vanessa Kaufmann. I needed not just any guest, but a ghoul who knows how to dish up some tea for this week's episode. We're going to dissect the 2026 release of the movie PRIMATE, directed and written by Johannes Roberts. He is slowly becoming one of my favorite niche directors. Some of his other known works are 47 Meters Down and its sequel, Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City and its remake, and The Strangers Prey at Night. But in this film, PRIMATE, a group of friends on a much-needed vacay quickly goes awry when one of the girls' chimpanzees, Ben, gets infected with rabies. There will be a trigger warning at the beginning of each of my episodes, just in case today's dark discussion isn't your preferred potion. We touch on the topics of death, primal attacks, hearing impairment, and animal abuse. Cool. I get it if you can't listen to that right now. Just leave us a like on your way out and be sure to tune in next week for a different dark discussion. After this quick break, I'll be back with Vanessa, and together we'll do some grave digging into the drama that equates to a Love Island episode and the kills that led to the horror genre. This movie blends together the tension of becoming prey and losing your childhood crush. I'll be rolling in my grave with excitement while you listen to this quick message from beyond. My familiar just came back from the underworld and gave word that I was granted permission to cast this spell right away. So, this is She's Summoning. Everyone, welcome back to the studio, Vanessa.
Hi guys. How are you? How are we?
You're always such a delight to hear. How are you?
Oh my God. I am so good. I am a little frightened, I can't lie, off the PRIMATE watch last night, but I am ready to talk about it.
I'm also so ready to talk about it. Beforehand, though, just I know some people might know who you are, but just in case they haven't, what is your major here, and what year are you?
I am a first-year communications major. I have been in UIC Radio for the whole year, and I have a podcast called Diva Alert. It's my passion project, I guess. Where I review, me with this. Girl, literally, where I review RuPaul's Drag Race with my best friends.
Oh, that's so fun. I literally just finished listening to your interview with Vita.
Gag!
Star.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
oh my God!
It's so good. It's so cute. That's such a gag. You're able to interview all of them. It's
I
so
am
cool.
so incredibly lucky. Hopefully, I get that next year because I'm going to be kind of starved for content if I don't.
Oh no, you got it. We can always go stand outside of Roscoe's and before they go inside.
That's a great. Oh my God! Wait,
just a quick word.
No, oh my God!
Every Friday night.
So
quick word. Half of them will do it. The other half will be like, I'll see you inside, babe. Bye.
They have to pay for the quick word.
Yeah, very that. How is your second season going on your podcast?
My second season is going great. I hit my 10th episode last week, or I guess this week. Yay!
Yeah.
Which is revolutionary compared to my last season, which only had 5, which was partially my fault, but also partially not my fault.
Right. I was like, was it?
Little issues last semester, but this year we're going strong. Yeah.
Right. Me too. I'm excited. This year we are also going strong. I always say we. I feel like there's 5 people that live in my head.
Right. Literally, the royal we. Yeah, you like your second season?
Yeah, honestly, it's going pretty good. I am excited. The something I have planned for my last episode, I'm writing an audio drama.
Oh, right. You told me about that.
Yeah, so then people are going to, we're going to read it on
Oh,
the
gag.
microphone.
Oh
So
my God,
it
wait,
should be
and I'm going to
spooky.
tune in. Oh my God.
It should be nice and spooky. I just finished writing the second scene, but like, yeah, the whole concept's pretty cool.
Oh
Yeah,
my God. Be sure to
it's-
listen, guys.
yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I'm gonna make it like a She's in the Crypt episode, or if I'm just gonna see if like they are down to just like upload it on their YouTube channel, UIC Radio, and just like have the name of the play, and then have
True.
their little like whatever that line is, that dash,
Right.
UIC Radio.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that dash.
Right. I can't. My keyboard right here on my iPad. It doesn't.
You can't
have
use it?
So I have to
Damn.
go and like have to click like the extra one. All right. Well, are you ready to get into the next segment?
I am beyond ready.
All right.
Yes.
So everybody, this is Dark Discussions.
Sorry.
All right. The family in this movie adopts a chimpanzee as a result of losing their linguistics professor mother to cancer. So, the dad is deaf and he is an upcoming successful author. He's expecting his daughter Lucy to return home to him in Hawaii with her younger sister and Ben, the family chimpanzee. So, Lucy travels back home with her friend Kate, and Kate invites Hannah to come stay with her for the summer. This means that Hannah will be tagging along with Kate and Lucy for their weekend getaway before Kate gets to go back home herself. Once their flight lands in a tropical paradise, they are met at the airport by Kate's brother Nick. They all head back to Lucy's house, tropical mansion, to keep her company while her dad leaves for work, which seems to be a reoccurring pattern of his. So, once Lucy gets home, her dad welcomes her with open arms, but her little sister is pressed like a panini that she had been waiting for her so long to come back. After expressing her feelings to her sister, it turns into a heartwarming reunion with Ben the chimpanzee who's waiting underneath the bed for them. So, Ben has this tablet that acts as like a communicator/translator, and at the push of a button, it says a word. So, this chimpanzee has been raised to be exceptionally intelligent and has no problem communicating his feelings. It was kind of cute when Lucy finally recognized Ben because he kept pressing the buttons that would make his tablet say Miss and Lucy over and over again. While there is a happy reunion going on upstairs, Hannah is getting to know Nick a little better, if you know what I mean. However, Lucy may have feelings for Nick herself, which she has never been brave enough to share, even though her best friend, sister, and father all know she likes him. A new baddie has entered the villa, so the underlying drama with the storyline is giving Love Island. After Nick is done flirting with Hannah by giving her a joint, she heads outside to smoke it. This is when she is finally seeing the jaw-dropping backyard view. Lucy's family has money. Hannah immediately sees the gorgeous pool below the upper patio and heads down there to soak in the ambiance. Ben comes from the shadows and scares her. She is trying to be friendly, but she is still not used to seeing a giant chimpanzee roaming around the premises like a dog. This is when Ben starts acting out. He grabs Hannah's hand, and his grip is getting tighter, and her nerves are peaking higher. But Adam, who is Lucy's dad, blows the training whistle and gets Ben to stop. Adam apologizes for his behavior by typing it on his phone and adding that Ben tends to act out when strangers are around. Adam takes Ben back to the enclosure and leaves for his book signing event. The girls and Nick are drinking, having a good time, until his sister Kate has a little too much to drink and needs to lie down. Lucy goes and takes care of her friend while Hannah and Nick are alone, and they get close quickly and kiss. Of course, Lucy sees this and leaves them in peace. Okay, so let's talk about the drama real quick, because that was like 30 minutes of just like almost unnecessary drama. Like, right? So what girl are you kind of like, okay, I can rock with her, and what girl are you like, she gots to go?
I mean, I don't know. I thought it was really, I don't know if we can air this on here, you might have to bleep it, but when they were doing the phone calls and then like they were like kind of like doing like kind of like slutty talking,
yeah.
and then they said pick up Horror Mansion, and then it was like someone's mom. That was really funny.
It's a quote, so we can,
is it?
Well, no, I'm saying like when we quote them,
exactly.
We can keep it in.
What was I gonna say? I don't know, because I want to say like I'm feeling, because I don't want to get into too much spoilers before like you talk about it, but I'm feeling what was her name that was yearning?
Yearning. The main character basically, Lucy.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the name of the monkey. Lucy, I feel like her being the main character, you can feel her yearning a little bit.
Right. The girl that kind of like irritates me is the friend Kate. Not the friend that she brought, but like the friend Kate. One, she didn't tell her friend that she was bringing her friend, and she's just on the airplane like, oh yeah, by the way, Hannah's coming.
What? Like literally, I'd be pissed.
Right. And then not only that, she like brings her friend knowing good and damn well that like she's gonna have sex with her brother. Like that's the type, of friend you brought, is like she's gonna see your brother and be like, oh, that's a snack. Okay, well, thank you so much. I'm glad you brought me. So to me, it was just a little weird. Not weird in a sense like it's cool. I have friends that, you know, sex positive, it's totally fine, but like I wouldn't like bring my friend to my other friend's house unexpectedly, and then not only that, my friend who's like flirty and hot with the guy that I know my other friend likes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like she knows her friend has a thing for her brother, but she still brought her flirty hot friend over, like knowing she was messy for me.
I would have to say I'm a little messy like that, so I would let her know. I wouldn't do it unexpectedly. You're gonna have to cut this out, or maybe keep it in on unknown names. But I had a birthday party and I had planned out the guest list like before. You should probably, moral of the story, I would be messy like that. I feel like I would.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it unexpected, because that's disrespectful to the person who has the house. However,
yeah,
you gotta live.
Right. But this girl, like, but yeah, she, like, this was supposed to be like girl time, like vacation that they haven't had together in such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, wait, I'm gonna bring this girl you totally don't know.
Right, literally.
Yeah. So for me, she was a little irritating. The girl I'm connecting with the most right now is the friend, the hot flirtatious friend. Like that's me for sure. I mean, I wish I looked like half of
Girl.
that, but like that's the way I act for sure.
Right.
Okay, so would you also on the plane there was those frat boys? Would you have entertained those frat boys if you were traveling out and about?
No, I would not. I do not mess with that. My type is strictly losers.
I felt that.
No offense to anyone who's listening. But I would not do that. They would pick up my thing and they would start playing with it. I'd be like, give me that the fuck back right now. Let me get to my seat. I'm not playing with you. No, I'm not about that. What about you?
I would definitely put in somebody else's phone number that was...
That's the real tea. I put in some bitch I hate's phone number.
Yeah, that's exactly
right?
Like somebody that I don't know, not mess with. So then, last question for this little part, and then we can get into the scary part, the part of the movie that kind of actually is good. Yeah, the beginning of it, like, I don't know, I guess they needed exposition, so then...
Right.
It
I mean,
just
every
like
story.
a monkey killing people.
Right.
But yeah, it literally just felt like a Love Island episode. I was like, okay,
right,
I'm down. I wish I was able to like chill in that backyard just for a night. Oh, one last
when
thing.
they were playing 360 at the pool,
right?
I was
Charlie, right?
I literally was like, oh my god,
FOMO. But one of the things that really made me mad was the first joint that a homeboy gave to Hannah. She literally went outside. She sparked it. I don't even think she took a hit, and then she put it right into the planter. I was like, what?
Wasted and not in the good way. That pissed me off.
It really did.
Don't let a monkey scare you.
I was like, what was even the point of like having the joint at that point?
At that point, give the joint to the monkey, and then we all get in turn.
They should have just. I bet you that would have.
He would have chilled out. He would have,
bro. Like, oh my god,
he would have chilled out.
So, all right. Finally, last question: if you were to get an exotic pet, what are you keeping as an animal?
Instantly a peacock.
Yeah.
Instantly a peacock.
I've
or
seen
a flamingo.
They're scary.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like all birds are scary, but or a flamingo, because flamingos are like chill. But I feel like a flamingo would be a harder habitat to keep than a peacock.
Yeah, and at least like, well,
can they fly?
I don't think peacocks can. I think flamingos can like.
They can
glide.
like flutter.
Yeah.
Right.
I think having a peacock would be kind of fun because like, if they start shedding, I guess.
That's cool.
Then that's like free peacock feathers.
Right.
You know, those are fancy.
You could sew those into something real nice.
I would want one of those like tiny like. I don't even know what they're called, but like little lemurs. They just like make little like screaming sounds when they just open up their mouth. It's like super quiet.
I wouldn't want anything that's quadrupedal because of like this movie.
No, right.
Like I would not mess with any mammal.
Don't lock me out and stuff.
Well, quadrupedal, I guess I would like cat or dog, but that's not an exotic animal.
Right. Yeah. Who doesn't? All right, so into the scary part. So Kate wakes up from her drunken spirals to find Ben acting strange and a tad bit aggressive, and she yells for Lucy to come down. So she comes down and finds the teddy bear that she gave him with some blood on it. Then she hears screams from outside coming from Hannah downstairs by the pool. Lucy runs down to talk to Ben and ask him what's wrong. The monkey calmed down a little and started slapping his arm where he was bitten by the mongoose. They are all trying to calm him down to tie him up so then they can bring him back to his enclosure. They call for the doctor and hear his phone coming from Ben's enclosure. At the same moment, Ben chewed through the rope and bit Kate's little sister, Erin. So they're all panicking without knowing what else to do. Nick remembers that Ben can't swim, so tells them all to just jump in the pool. Now they're all trapped inside of the pool as Erin is exponentially bleeding as Ben guards the only exit. So there's no way out. Nick wants to try to push Ben off the edge of the pool. During this scuffle, Nick was the one who was thrown off the edge and plummets thousands of feet to his death. Ben climbs back up and starts to laugh. Erin is bleeding out still, but Kate sees a little pool floaty close by and makes an intense, calm break for it to support her sister's leg. As she's already outside of the pool and successful in her endeavor for the floaty, she sees a phone close by. Just as she's about to grab the phone, it goes off, of course, alerting Ben to her actions. Lucy hurriedly jumps back into the pool with the phone. It's extremely damaged and unlikely to work, but they were able to get a call out. The hot guys from the plane. As they picked up the phone, Ben came climbing from the hanging lights above the pool and grabbed Hannah by the hair, ripped a good chunk right off of her scalp. Ben grabs his voice box and he keeps clicking the buttons. Nick and dead. It cuts to the dad at his book signing where he gets an alert from his vet saying that the mongoose he sent him tested positive for rabies. He replies that there isn't any known rabies in Hawaii, which makes the doctor want to retest. So, was trying to push the chimp out of the pool a smart move, you think?
No.
Yeah, right.
No. Well, I would have done it with an external object, even though they didn't have it. Because
Right.
in what world? Girl, that monkey just ripped someone's face off and you're going to push it with your hands?
Only guys would think that they're that strong.
Like, literally. And not even being that strong. It's just like, you're in water. You don't have ground to stand on. Like, there's
and
no
that's
way
the
you're...
extra force.
Like, did we not take a physics class? Like, what is going on? I didn't get it.
Yeah, if he didn't know how to swim, I just would have kept like trying to like wet him, like splash.
Did they
him
ever
or
get him in the
something.
water?
No, they tried to later. They almost did, but no. I think he would have been able to get out. I think he still would have just like, yeah. There's a lot of plot holes.
A lot of plot holes. One of the like plot. I don't know if you're going to talk about this later, but one of like the plot like discontinuities. That's not the right word, but. I'm just so gagged they put so much emphasis on like that Love Island romance plot and Nick is the first one to die.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Girl, okay, like we're not going in that direction, all right. Like I thought that's where the exposition was headed and like that was gonna cause some trouble for like
Right.
the thing and like maybe it'd be like a good like feeder into the climax, but like he's just he died. Okay.
Yeah. The only other thing was Hannah like telling her, I knew you didn't like me. That was it. That was
Like okay.
that was the end of it.
Like all right.
Hit
but-
her.
Hate her.
She kissed your man. Hit her. No, I'm just kidding. So what would you think your first instinct would be if you were downstairs in that like pool situation? You're downstairs, you see the chimp going crazy and it just bit somebody. What are you doing?
I genuinely was thinking, I don't know, man. I don't like. I genuinely like girl. I feel like the easiest thing to do is just kill yourself. Like
Yeah.
like
see,
that's what a coward would do. That's what I would do. Like
that's always my day one plan. Everyone's
World
always
War like apocalypse. Like
Yeah,
I would just shoot myself.
as
But
soon as I can't use my straightener.
right,
I'm dead.
I'm dead. But I don't know, because they did the best they could do.
Mhm.
Really, maybe I would have tried to push it off with the floaty.
Right.
I don't know.
So there is, it's not really spoiling it, but at the end, but like my first instinct, like they know that after seeing the monkey biting, I think her name Erin, her thigh. There's Erin, Lucy, the friend, the brother, and then the hot girl.
Right.
So that's 5 of them who are all like kind of in their prime, 20-something-year-olds, teenagers, should be strong. They should have just beat his ass. They should have jumped the ding monkey, right? Am I tripping? Because at the end, it took 3 of them to beat there was 3 of them.
That
and
dad
one of them
was whacking the out of that monkey.
He was the old dude.
Like, girl, I would have no shade. And I guess, like, spoiler alert, like, she kind of made it out, I guess. But I just would have used the girl who got bit as bait. Like, girl, you just got bit by a monkey who
you
got
have no
rabies.
lines
You're not
anyways.
girl, you're not making it. That paycheck is small enough as it is, girl.
Just like dead ass, you got rabies now,
like,
too.
I would have put you out there, and then he starts munching on you, and then we leave.
All right, so back into it for the rest of it.
Oh, my
guys.
God, girl.
No dead ass.
Oh, my God.
I know, why does it look like that?
Jesus Christ. That whole thing.
We're gonna try to shorten it.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Okay, so the girls are still in the pool. Some time has passed, and they notice Ben guarding the surroundings. This is Lucy's chance to run out for some sort of help, and Kate comes for backup. They made their way back into the house safely to look for another phone. Just as they find a phone charging, Lucy steps on the TV remote, accidentally turning it on, alerting Ben of their presence. They quickly hide in the closet while Ben destroys the living room. Unfortunately, Ben hears them inside the closet and starts attacking his way in while paying homage to legendary kill scenes from movies like The Shining and Halloween. Their hiding was successful until Lucy went for the phone. Ben reveals he was hiding above them the whole entire time. He jumped down onto Lucy's back, attacking her while she dropped the phone, of course. Why didn't you just put it in your pocket? Come on, like. Kate came out to help, and they were able to run back outside and locked him inside. But it was a glass door, so it only was seconds until the monkey came busting out of it. The girls go back to run down the stairs, and Kate trips after breaking horror movie rule number 6, never look back. Kate gets her skull smashed in with a rock by Ben just as Lucy comes back to help her. Ben focuses his attention on Lucy. He jumps onto her back, attacking her, and Hannah jumps out of the pool to help. She puts the rope leash they made earlier around his neck to try to pull him off. It works, and they jump in the pool knowing Ben can't swim, so they try to drag him into the pool with the leash, but he is too strong. So it cuts back to the dad, and he's basically figuring out, like, all right, no one's answering, I gotta go back. So, as soon as it cuts back to the house, it's the frat boys that show up. Drew and, what is his name? Ben, nope. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead, period. Beavis and Butthead show up, so they don't see anybody around, so one of them goes up to Lucy's room and sees a picture of her and Ben. Shortly after, Ben pops up and slowly approaches him calmly, which was just kind of like a lie. As Ben gets on top of him, Drew realizes he is not friendly, and Ben rips off his jaw and plays with it while he watches him with his final breaths. Just as Brad spots the girls, Ben throws Drew's jaw at him, and now it's time for another frat guy to die. While Ben is distracted, Hannah thinks this is a good idea to try to run. She grabs a phone, grabs the car keys, and makes it inside of the car out front. Only she made it into the frat guys' cars with the wrong keys. Hannah is able to get a hold of the police as Ben is approaching the car with the other keys. As she's talking on the phone to the unhelpful police dispatcher, Ben gets inside the car and kills Hannah. In Lucy's final attempt out of the pool, she gets to the deck and steps onto a piece of glass. Like, come on. The chimp appears ready to end Lucy's life until they hear a car pulling right into the driveway. The dad finally makes it back in time to scare Ben off. The dad totally thinks the girls weren't answering because they invited boys over, but once he got up to Lucy's room and saw dude's jaw ripped off, that's when he knew something was not right. So, in a moment where it feels like Ben is breaking through the rabies, trying to communicate with Lucy, he reaches out for her hand, and in a sentimental moment, he turns savage and broke it like basically almost right off of her arm. The little sister comes up limping to help. Then Ben switches his attack focus onto her. Upstairs, the dad is going into the girls' room to check on them, and that's when he sees everything going on. So he runs downstairs. The girls are fighting Ben downstairs, and just as he is about to rip off Lucy's jaw, the dad has the chimp whistle that makes him docile just for a second. The chimp is now whipping all 3 of their asses, just by the way. The dad was eventually able to stop him by breaking a wine bottle over his head head and stabbing him with the broken pieces, until he got back up one final time, charging at Lucy. Both of them flew off the side of the top deck, but then the dad caught Lucy by the arm, but Ben fell right to his death. Which death was the craziest one?
I would have to say for me, the frat guy with the jaw getting ripped off. That freaked me out.
He was like still alive almost the whole time, which I mean, I don't know how they did that. If they did like a little robotic thingy, but
looked
they
like
still
some
have,
like glue adhesive, like taking off the jaw. It's weird. It freaked me out.
it still had like the tongue.
Have you
moving the
ever
whole
seen?
Time.
Oh, have you ever seen Cooties with Elijah Wood?
I don't think so. Love Elijah Wood though. He was just in the new Ready or Not movie.
I saw. All right, I didn't see, but what I mean.
Yeah.
He was in a movie called Cooties where it was about a bunch of zombie kids who got infected by a like gross chicken nugget or whatever. Stupid.
Yummy.
Oh god, it was the worst movie. I saw it when I was like 8. And like the final like evil kid was like had like his jaw like off.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, that scared me for the longest time. So seeing that, I hate jaw
Oh no.
not jaw play, but like
Yeah.
you understand. Just like it's not for me. I'm trying to think. There's another thing, probably like in Invincible, the TV show where they like fuck with jaws, and I'm like what are we could do any other thing? That's
What
just
about the
for
movie
gore.
Jaws?
That you know what? I thought about that when I was saying it, but that's definitely the most gruesome death for me.
Yeah, I agree that one was that one was crazy. Another one that I kind of like. I liked Hannah's death, the hot girl, just because like the monkey is smart, and he was like, "Haha, girl, I got your keys. I got your keys."
That was kind of ridiculous, and they kept unlocking it. I was like, "All right, like okay."
And then of course the police dispatcher's like, "I'm trying to find you, but you need to be more specific."
I remember seeing this movie in trailers for. I don't know what it was, but it was over the summer with my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And we both turned because in the trailers, like I think like the final shot was the monkey in the car, like
in the trunk.
Yeah. And I turned to my friend. I'm like, this movie looks so fucking stupid. Like this is so camp ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I wrote a blog at it at the beginning of the year.
Of the movie?
Yeah, of the movie. It was I think it is good in the just in the sense of the horror film. Like as soon as the kills start kicking in, but like anybody you can skip the first 30 minutes of exposition and it has nothing to do with the movie.
Literally.
Sometimes you need the exposition to kind of get a little bit of story and like, oh, like maybe who's the killer, what the hell not? No. Save you 30 minutes. The monkey has rabies and he's gonna go kill everybody. The kills are fun. So the 3 of them beat Ben up at the end. Yeah, so don't you think like the 5 of them could have just done that, right?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
It might be a little insensitive. Can you swim?
Can I? Yeah, I can. I was a swim teacher.
Oh, that's pretty good. I don't understand how people can't swim.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not even swimming. Just you can float. Everyone
Right.
can float. You just go on your back. And
when you
just,
die, you float. If
Literally.
you get thrown into the
like
water.
you just have to have air in your body, and you're not breathing. So I don't understand. Maybe I'm just like kind of stupid, and I don't understand basic biology. That monkey can. Anyone can swim.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
what
like
I
the
was like-
monkey could float, and they could be fine. Like
He would have like panicked enough to like get on top of one of them. And
yeah,
like,
but the monkey's smart. Like it's whatever stupid plot device to make a safe area in the movie, but still, I just always like my favorite thing to do in pools is float. It's like just so relaxing, just like taking a nap in the pool.
Literally.
Oh my god, I can't wait for summer.
oh my God, so that's so real.
We're almost there, the home stretch. But yeah, for me, I was just like, that's stupid. The monkey can definitely swim, and if they can't swim, they can definitely find something else. There's a pool floaty in the pool.
There's also
Like so stupid.
the 3 or 4 humans that they could
Like literally.
So yeah, I think a big plot hole for me too. Not a plot hole, but it's like they made the dad deaf. Which I felt like they did it to kind of like add some sort of like intense thing at the end where he walks in and like the monkey is attacking his daughter, but he can't hear nothing.
I love when they put us in the perspective of him,
Right.
without like hearing anything. I love when movies do that.
I agree. There was a movie called Hush where the whole concept is like there is some psycho person who just killed the next door neighbor, and the next door neighbor was like running to her friend's house, and she's deaf. She was running to her friend's house, and as soon as she's like banging on the door, and she can't hear her.
Oh, wow.
So the psycho killer like kills the girl like right on the door, and he kind of like is noticing like, why isn't this girl turning around? So he like starts like knocking on the window, and he's like, oh, this bitch is deaf. Oops. She's deaf.
This wonderful woman.
So he like basically goes in there, and he's like stalking her and like messing with her the whole entire time, and like she can't hear nothing, so like he's really quiet. And that movie is like super good, and it's super intense with that. I feel like they tried to do that in this movie, and it didn't work. It was more so like bro, like my first instinct was not would have been to walk into the house. He knows that the monkey has rabies. It would have been to go straight to the enclosure. If he would have went straight to the enclosure, he would have saw the doctor that got his face ripped off, the door open, blood everywhere, and then he would have been like, oh, you know what, let me figure something out.
Right, literally.
Yeah, I don't think he needed to be deaf. I think they just wanted to do that so then they knew everybody had like sign language for some reason, you know? Was there anything else that like didn't make sense in this movie?
There was one thing, but I can't remember.
Yeah, it's okay.
You know what? Monkeys, like in like movies, are stereotypically like very strong.
Right.
Like Nope is a great example
yeah.
of when that monkey went ballistic.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy that monkeys are that strong.
Right.
Like that.
I feel like they
Can I rip someone's face off? Like, is that something I can do? Like, I mean, I've never tried. But like, I don't know. Is it like it definitely is like a scientific thing that monkeys are a little stronger than us.
Sharp enough acrylic.
Right. Grip strength. You got the grip powder in your hands. But yeah, that was something that was like, okay. We're just ripping faces off left and right. All right.
Yeah. For me, I'm like, I always would feel bad for animals getting hurt inside of movies and stuff. But this one, I was rooting for it to get.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah. I don't think anyone was watching and just like, no, he died.
There's only one part where like I felt him where they made us do that, but like he was grabbing the girl's hand, Lucy's hand, right at the end, and he was like, no, like, oh my god, help me, basically. And then he was like, LOLJK, and just like broke her hand.
Right, literally.
I would have fell for it. That
I would have also fell for it.
Because this was honestly like their brother, technically. Like
and like any moment of weakness or like mercy, you
compassion
feed into.
Right.
Yeah. I guess I sound evil as hell.
So what are you rating this movie?
I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10.
That's good.
It was. I knew it was gonna be stupid in concept, and guess what? It was very stupid. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it. If you skip the first 30 minutes, I'll give it a solid like 7.5.
That's yeah.
If you have to watch the first 30 minutes, then yeah, it's gonna be. I'll give it a 6 because I think the girl Hannah, she was just very. See you next Tuesday. Did you watch the new Little Mermaid remake?
With Hallie?
Yeah. So you remember when Ursula turns into like a human for a little bit? That was her. That's the same actress.
I was just thinking of that song because I heard the song by Chloe. You ever wonder who else is fucking your man? Sorry, you gotta bleep like half the stuff I'm saying. But that's interesting. Wow.
Yeah, that was the same
pretty
actress.
role for pretty girl.
Right, and then if you look at her IMDb page, it's basically all of her roles as like Pretty Women 1 or beautiful version of this. And I was like, all right, I mean,
gorgeous individual. 47.
Lucky you. Yeah, and then I also, the director himself, he directs like scary movies, and all of the kill scenes are good, and none of the plot lines are good. If you
like what else?
If you look at his IMDb page too, like all of his movies are like rated at 5s. But he did The Strangers Pray at Night, which was
you did say this.
Yeah, there's the new Strangers like trilogy. It was before that one. There was like a sequel.
Right.
Yeah, that one was probably the best one, but in that one he had like a pool scene where they did like a kill scene in the pool. And then he did 47 Meters, which is the shark movie, and then he did the sequel, and all that has to do with water. So it makes me feel like this dude just like kind of like likes water.
Loves blood in the water.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a pretty cool thing to watch.
yeah, so yeah, I found that interesting about him. But yeah, that was Primate, you guys. It is on Paramount Plus now if you want to go watch it. If you don't want to go watch it, you could just totally go read my blog on uicradio.net. So we are at the part where we get to play one of my favorite games, Slash or Smash. The rules are very simple. I will tell you an iconic horror character. I will use the word iconic loosely in this episode, and we will say whether we would slash or smash and why. So remember, this season I tried to have a mini vlog series, but I got so busy.
That's the real tea.
We're gonna try again one day.
You just gotta the tea with that is
you have to film 10 videos in one day and then just stretch it out.
Literally, that's what I did with the interviews that I've been posting. I recorded them all in December, and then I have just been using them for the podcast. But yesterday I edited probably 10 in one day because I'm I'm not going to want to do this later.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's what I'm gonna do next. But I like to see. I always plan the episode kind of around the week of, and sometimes around the guests and stuff. So then,
so it's harder.
Yeah. So I tried to make the slash or smash characters correlate with the episode. So if I try to do it too far in advance, then it'll end up not
making sense.
Yeah, just not lining up with the episode thereof. Yeah, but whatever. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. First up is Lucy. This was the main character with the blonde hair. I'm going to slash.
I'm also going to slash. No shade, Lucy. Just not my type.
Yeah, I'm going to slash because I think I used one of her pictures for my Instagram post to promote the blog that I wrote, and she saw her thing saw the thingy, but she didn't like it.
Oh wow. Wow.
So for that, I'm gonna slash.
Mm-hmm. That's a valid reason.
Next up is Kate. Kate is the friend, and I am also going to slash. I already said I think she's disrespectful.
Mm-hmm. I feel like being messy is good, but also being disrespectful, like you just said, is not. And also, again, not my type.
Yeah, she wasn't my type either, even if all that set aside. She looked good wet, which was weird. I remember seeing her on the plane, and I was I remember seeing her on the plane, watching it the second time, because I saw it in theaters, seeing her, I was I don't remember her looking like that. And then when she looked wet, I was oh, okay, that's how I remember her.
There we go.
All right, next up is her brother, Nick.
Smash!
Yeah, I'm kind of going to smash you.
No shade. This kind of, I feel
he has the joints and he has a cute smile, and
we can say whatever we want about him because he's dead.
Right, and rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in my peace, honey.
Yeah, the way he died, the physics of it.
That was, oh my God, that freaked me out. I just remember what you're talking about. Where the head splat. Oh my God, that freaked me out.
There was only one thing is the body never fell.
Right, it was just
like that.
Yeah.
Which is, but that whole, poor guy. He died right at the beginning. I'm glad the guy died first, though.
It was kind of the most painless. If you think about it. You didn't get your face ripped off.
Right. So next up is Hannah. I'm gonna smash her. She's gonna be the girl I smash.
I guess I can agree with you.
Mm-hmm. She was the only one that had senses at the beginning. She was they were
Was that the one in the car?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one. She was let me get out of here. She grabbed the wrong keys. Why was the frat guy's keys on the counter where they lived there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that frat guy, they all pissed me off. I was rooting for them to die.
Right. But even in the beginning, she was as soon as she noticed there was something wrong, she was or can you guys get a gun?
Oh my God. I literally, she said can you guys get a gun? And all my roommates were no. And I'm no shade. I mean, I don't give a shit if he's your brother or whatever. He has rabies. You need to shoot him.
Right.
There's no saving this.
If you have a monkey, you should at least have a tranquilizer gun. for
somewhere,
something like that to
in
happen.
every room.
Yeah,
literally in every room. Knock on the cabinet and then you pull it out and then there's a tranquilizer gun and you shoot him. Like it
or
is
the little emergency glass.
literally. I feel like that should be a safety precaution. Maybe it does in real life. A safety precaution to own an animal that is so, because I don't want to like degrade monkeys.
Right.
But like they are stereotypically kind of dangerous.
Right.
Animals like that.
Honestly. Last people are gonna be the frat bros together.
Nope.
No. So it's gonna be a slash.
They pissed me off when they were not listening to the girls on the phone. I was like, girl,
literally.
don't piss me off. Like,
and then how they didn't answer the first time, like, were you guys chicken? Why didn't you pick up the phone the first time? But then when you were drunk later on, you picked up the phone. You're like, yeah.
right.
I'm gonna slash them too. Just the way the monkey did as well.
Oh.
The specific way. All right, everybody. That was slash or smash. Remember, you can follow me on Instagram at She's in the Crypt, and you can see some extra little videos and fun content. So we have almost dug a hole big enough to fit this topic into. But before we go, this is part of the show where we answer chilling inquiries from our crypt keepers. So today's question is, to the ghoul who got out. Hey, I've got a weird one for you, and I guess weird is kind of a baseline when you're technically dead. So, I've been stuck in what I can only describe as purgatory for a while now. It's not fire and brimstone, more like an endless twilight cafe where nobody quite remembers how they got there. Time doesn't really move, but emotions, those still hit full force. Here's the situation. I met someone here. Let's call her Elle. We bonded over shared regrets, unfinished stories, all that heavy existential stuff. It felt real, like more real than anything I remember from when I was alive. We started spending all our days together talking about what we'd do if we ever moved on or if we didn't. But then there's M. M knew Elle before I got here. Not in a casual way, like deep connection, but maybe even in a soulmates who miss their timing kind of thing. And now I'm in the picture and things are getting tense. M doesn't say much, but there's this quiet gravity between them that I can't compete with. Elle insists that we have something different, that purgatory changes things, but I can feel her getting pulled back toward him. Here's where I'm stuck. If this place is about reflection and growth, am I supposed to let her go? Like, is clinging to her the very thing keeping me here? Or is choosing love, even messy, complicated, inconvenient love, the point? I don't even know what moving on means anymore, but I do know it might mean losing her. So, do I fight for something that feels right, even if it might not be meant to last? Or do I step aside and hope that letting go is what finally sets me free? Would really appreciate your thoughts because eternity is a long time to second guess yourself. Nothing but time, dead lover boy. Okay, so we have a love triangle here.
Gag. I don't know. I feel like my history is complicated.
It sounds like she may have been in purgatory a little longer than y'all.
Right.
So she found a little friend first, and now you came along. You may be just a tad more interesting. So now she's trying to string you along, but girl doesn't know how long she's gonna be down there. So I think she's trying to just keep her options
Manipulation,
open.
honey.
And this could totally be a test. I don't know. You can like try to fake the system and pretend to let her go.
I just feel like you gotta let her go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's meant to be. I hate to break it to you.
Right.
Unfortunately.
And if that gets you to move on, then that's a plus.
That is a plus.
If not, there's more ghosts down there, most likely.
I mean, they keep coming.
Right. There will be one that will be for you eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that, like, you feel more alive when you're dead. That's kind of cool, though.
Like, if you think about it.
Right. Poetic.
I mean, I would hope that you feel alive in the eternity. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the time to feel your most self, if that makes sense.
It does. And there's a secret option B if you don't want to let her go, if you don't care about moving on, and if you're down for an extra person.
Right.
You can just see, what is him, M? You can see if M is just y'all can all three get together and be like a little polycule, a little love triangle.
Try everything. Regret is like the killer. Well, you're already dead. But yeah, that's a good third option.
Right. So you could definitely do that.
Are they letters or is it like Stranger Things?
Yeah, I think they're trying to be anonymous.
Oh, no, man. Y'all already dead. Y'all already dead. Who gives a shit?
Who's going to spill your tea?
Yeah.
See, maybe this was the test and you should have told us their names and that would have been your chance to move on to the other realm. But since you want to be like all anonymous and
lame,
then you might be stuck there for a while. But yeah, so I hope that helped. If it didn't, sorry. I think the second option's your best bet. That sounds more fun.
Right.
The more the merrier. So I would like to thank my guest Vanessa.
Thank you.
Of course. No, thank you. Diva, do you have anything to plug, like an Instagram or an upcoming show?
You can follow me, my personal account at mvlovely5213. That is MVLOVELY5213 on Instagram and TikTok, and I think that's it. And then you can follow my podcast, Diva Alert, at DIVAALERT_UIC on Instagram and TikTok as well. I post every week. Roughly, I don't know if I'll get one up this week. We'll see. But I think that's all that I have personally. Yeah.
Cool. Do you have did the finale for Drag Race come out yet?
It comes out next week.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Girl, I am hashtag Team Nini Coco. What can I say?
Do you think there's gonna be a reunion episode, or do you think they're gonna try to like make it where it's that dumb reunion with the final? I hate when they do that.
I think it's the reunion tonight.
Oh yeah,
or
okay.
it's like a reunion / lip sync battle.
And
the Lollapalooza.
the Lollapalooza. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, it's gonna be good.
My god, I'm looking forward to it. So fierce.
It's always the best episode.
Oh yes.
I'm surprised Susie Toot won last.
Girl, I rewatched that. Robbed Corey King.
Right.
Corey King, come home.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the rest of that show. So for real, you guys, go ahead and just give us a follow on Instagram. Mine's is at She's in the Crypt, so you can see the vlog series, you can see my blog, and you can see everything else I do up on theirs. All right, I'd like to thank UIC Radio for publishing this podcast, but most importantly, I'd like to thank you guys, the Crypt Keepers. Thank you for digging this grave with me today, but unfortunately, the graveyard is closed. So until next time, we'll leave this episode in the crypt. Farewell and bad dreams.
Mwah.
Make sure to follow the podcast on Instagram at She's in the Crypt for updates about shows and upcoming guests. Follow UIC Radio at UIC Radio on Insta and subscribe to the UIC Radio YouTube channel so you won't miss a single episode every Friday. You can also check out the other shows on the network too. This podcast was created, written, and edited by Niomi Dylan Sass and published by UIC Radio. Music by Arthur Benson, A Friendly Ghost, and sound effects from epidemicsounds.com. If you can't get enough of She's in the Crypt, you can check out my weekly blog, Crypt Collections, every Saturday morning on the website uicradio.net. You can find me in the blog section.